When I was about 6 or 7, my father left my 9-year-old sister and me home alone for the first time. It was early evening in the fall. He was only going to be gone for about 40 minutes, but maybe 20 minutes after he left, a pickup truck sped into our driveway. No! Now it was getting dark, so we could only make out shadows, but as soon as the pickup stopped in our driveway, about 6 guys, all wearing dark hooded sweatshirts, hopped out of the bed of the truck.
Maybe it's Postmates.
Probably not 6 guys, probably not. One grabbed what was clearly an axe, another got something that looked like a chainsaw, but we couldn't be certain. The 6 guys then fanned out around our house. My sister and I ran to opposite ends of the house, reporting back on where they were. He went through the gate. He's on the porch, I shouted. 2 disappeared behind the garage. The others are by the front door, she screamed back. We were surrounded and scared, so we ran upstairs and entered the panic code on our alarm system. A few minutes later, several cops showed up, sirens blazing, but by that point, it was too late. The hooded men were already cutting our grass and trimming the hedges. Are you serious?
They thought they were getting murdered.
Why'd you have a chainsaw and why are there 6 people cutting grass and trimming hedges?
The landscaping team.
Oh my gosh. Was this at night? I thought this was at night.
It was.
Well, they're supposed to be trimming the hedges during the day when they can see. What the heck?
They're late. That's that window they tell you to expect them between 9 a.m. and 12 a.m.
Yeah, it's a wide window.
But comment down below your favorite scary movie.
Annabelle!
Also, be sure to check out the video we did on his channel, links down below, and follow us on Instagram, and yeah. When I was 13 years old, we moved back to California to take care of my oppa. Oppa was 74 years old at the time, and my uncle had to be removed from the house for being physically abusive towards him.
Dang, that's your family.
Oppa and my mother had left the house to go get donuts or something like that for breakfast, and I stayed home because I wanted to watch some show on TV. Mom told me to watch out for my uncle because he had made some threatening phone calls the night prior.
What? Nothing. Go.
Making fun of me?
No.
I was in the living room and saw someone run by the window, so I ran to Oppa's bedroom as quickly as I could and pulled out a weapon.
Why does everybody have weapons? Dang, you just have weapons just lying around? I mean, gosh.
This is in the South.
I got a screwdriver. I don't know if that's gonna do it.
I have a scooter. I called 911. I found my uncle on top of the roof, high as a kite on God knows what. He was threatening to kill everyone in the house. He had a weapon and was shooting in the air and then at me. Family reunion. The 911 operator let me know help was on its way and to try to get in the house. In? Where his uncle is?
He's on the roof.
Still! I showed my weapon and let my uncle know the police were on the way, and if he shot one more time, I would start shooting.
That's family on family crime.
The police showed up. It turned into a small standoff while I sat in the back of a cruiser. They eventually got him down off the roof and he went to jail for some time.
I didn't know your granddaddy went to jail.
What? No.
That wasn't your family?
No.
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 You sure?
I'm sure.
That's
This
scary.
is such a loving family.
Yeah. It's just important, I mean, call the cops if things start going wrong and if things start getting violent and dangerous. Yeah, just call the cops and, you should be okay.
Nah, deal with it yourself. Investigate.
Don't investigate. Don't investigate. Black man dies first. All right. I had gone over to my mom's house. I mean, your mom.
Your mom.
Mom's house. One early Sunday morning, and she left to go for a jog. After about half an hour, I heard a banging noise, and I thought it was just the washing machine down the other end of the house going off center.
I hate when that happens. Your washing machine just starts having a rave.
So it's like... Washing machines need to party too. They're tired of being in quarantine. I kept hearing this banging and thought I'd better check the machine out. I walked down this corridor into the dining room and looked straight ahead. There was someone smashing the back door in. They already had one hinge off and almost the other. The door was still on the frame only due to the lock. He must have sensed someone watching him. He looked up. We locked eyes. I don't know who got the bigger shock. He must have seen my mom leave. He had been working on that door for a while, not realizing someone was home. They spelled realizing wrong.
What? No, they didn't.
Realizing is with a Z, Dumbo.
You're so mean.
I grabbed the phone before mobile phones and rang the police. Next thing, 3 police cars come flying down the street and cops everywhere.
Who says rang? It's call.
I think they're in the UK.
I don't care.
My poor mom, a neighbor saw her down the street while all this was going on and said to her, "Is there anyone at your house?" "Yes, my daughter is there." He then had to break the news to her that there were cops swarming all over her house. She was totally panicked until he got her home and she saw I was all right.
They never caught the guy.
Yeah, they never caught him. Bet if it was a black man, they would have caught him though. They would have been like, get everybody, scour the streets. We've got to find this man.
No.
Probably. Maybe not. That's scary though. I mean, break-ins are no joke. It's important to, lock your doors and stay inside and have an alarm system or something.
He was running out of toilet paper.
Yeah, running out of toilet paper, running out of paper towels, running out of water or something. I don't know.
You are the only person that refuses to drink tap water.
Yeah, because it's nasty.
It's the same thing.
I don't drink out of the dang hose, the water hose. I don't do that anymore. I mean, yeah, I used to, but that's why I'm so smart, because I used to drink out of the hose.
So you build up your immune system.
Yeah, exactly. Coronavirus.
This was about 2 years ago. My parents had just left and a car pulled up outside and a guy came up to the door and knocked. I opened the door and talked to him through the screen. He said he had a package for my mom or dad to sign and if I could open up. I told him they weren't home right now. Then he said the creepiest thing. He said, "Just open the door," and he used my real name. That put chills down my spine. And I went into the bathroom and locked the door. I could hear him jiggling the door and then him going down the steps back to the car. I waited in the bathroom for like 3 hours until my parents got home.
Dang, that's a lot of time in the bathroom. I mean, I've spent that much time in the bathroom before.
Doing what?
None of your business. I was asleep. I fell asleep on the toilet.
On the toilet?
Yep. I was woken up in the middle of the night by my house doorbell. It was one of those apartment doorbells that are crazily loud. The kind that you could hear in the upstairs apartment when it rang. This ring made me nearly fall out of bed. It was that loud. And it only stops ringing if you go up to it and end the call. So I stumble across my room in the dark, in my tired state, to see that it's 2 a.m. I think it's odd, but I check the camera feed and see there's nothing there. So just go back to bed and end up falling back asleep. 20 minutes later, the bell rings again. Ugh, see, that's scary. That's like my worst nightmare. If it's late at night and the doorbell rings, I'd be like,
it's a delivery.
There ain't no delivery at 2 a.m. No.
Postmate.
If somebody rings my door at 2 a.m., I'm calling the cops. I'm just calling the cops.
Postmate.
This time it seems louder than before. So again, I run across the room to answer the call to stop the ringing throughout the floor. And again, there's nothing apart from something rustling around outside. The doorbell sometimes goes off on its own, but never more than once. At this point, my heartbeat is getting higher than I would like to admit. Because you was a scaredy cat. No, mine would get, I'd be scared too. 10 minutes later, the doorbell rings again. I go to answer the call and none of the buttons are working. I'm freaking out at this point and frantically pushing buttons to stop the noise from waking up my neighbors. Then the camera feed suddenly turns on and there's just a face staring into the camera.
Ugh.
I proceed to nearly pee myself. The sound then turns on and all I can hear is this person panting.
You okay? Your asthma acting up? Stop.
He doesn't say anything at all. This went on for about a minute, and then I hear the building door unlock, and the camera feed goes black.
He got inside.
Racist.
What?
10 minutes pass by, and I'm starting to calm down, after realizing the person probably just pressed the wrong apartment number on the building. Then the knocking on my door starts, and some mumbling that I can't make out. I silently walk closer to the door to try to better hear what they're saying. Then they start banging harder. They weren't letting up at all.
Jeez.
I grab a knife from the kitchen when I hear them shout, "Huama!" which means food delivery in Chinese.
I knew it!
Are you kidding me? All of this is for a dang delivery service, Chinese delivery. Huama! I nearly had a heart attack over food delivery. You couldn't mention that before, that you were expecting Chinese?
She wasn't.
Oh, somebody was expecting Chinese. I opened the door half-heartedly to see a fairly oldish food delivery driver stood in the hallway with the bag of food. He looks really confused to why I look so tired / angry, and he got even more confused when I told him I didn't order anything. You might as well just take the food and pay for it.
Don't pay for it.
I'd eat it. Dang. He looks down at the receipt and sees that he's got the wrong apartment number, and it's actually my next door neighbor that ordered. He then looks up, looks at me, and then walks off like it was nothing, without saying a word, no apology or anything. Huama! Oh, could have been worse. I want some Chinese food now, though. So,
Yeah. Panda.
sounds good to me.
Fried rice. Orange
chicken. Egg walls.
Egg wall.
Egg wall.
I wasn't alone. I was with my wife. We were both turning into sleep in the master bedroom upstairs when my mobile rang.
Mobile.
I looked at my mobile and it said home landline. To say I was scared is an understatement. Many thoughts ran through my mind, mainly involving a sick serial killer having gained access to my house and calling me from my landline downstairs to tell me it's all over. Pretty much.
It's over.
Overthinkers
You get a
be
call.
like.
It's over. What?
I even started thinking of what I could possibly do to defend us. Nah, you'd be jumping out the window.
Yeah, I've already mapped out my escape plan. So, you guys should do that too. Like, hey, if somebody enters through the front door, where are you gonna go? How are you gonna get out? So,
Well, where are we going? You never told me about this.
yeah, because if I tell you, then everybody knows. So,
Tell me! You're just gonna leave me?
I'll tell you later.
Jeez! All this happened in a split second. I finally answered the call, and it was an automated call from my home security system informing me that the battery was low.
Dang. I mean, like,
Or a serial killer.
yeah, that'd be scary if your home system contacts you and they're like, it's all over. I'm like, what? Dang.
Because your phone's about to die.
Because your battery's low. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it now.
And that's it for Creepy Home Alone Stories Part 2
Woo!
with DangMattSmith. So comment down below which one was the creepiest. Again, don't forget to check out the video we did on his channel. Links down below. And check out our Instagrams.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. So we will see you creepy people next time.
Peace.